So Ed Latimore, author, blogger, and product creator, recently tweeted this out, and I'm a big fan of Ed. I've been following him for years, love his books. He tweeted that this is why I put so much time into my website. From organic conversions off SEO alone, the site does $300 to $600 a day, and that's pretty impressive, right? So if we check how much that is per day, let's say he makes $500 a day every single day. That's over $182,000 a year just from SEO, organic and passively. So what I thought I would do is give my version and my thoughts on how Ed Latimore makes 300 to $600 a day via SEO. So here's his website, right? It's a really impressive website. Ed's content is fantastic, and he does have actual products that he's selling. So important to keep in mind that if you do want to generate revenue from SEO, you need a personal website. You need good content to bring people to your personal website. And of course, you need products to actually sell them and a way to charge them for your products. And it looks like Ed is using Gumroad. So you need those elements through your digital presence in order to generate money from SEO. So what I'll do next is I'll take Ed's site and I'll pop it into my favorite SEO tool called Ahrefs, and it has something called the Site Explorer where you can check out like how a website is getting its traffic, which pages are generating the traffic, how much traffic the site is getting. These are all estimates, but they're pretty accurate from what I've seen. So I'll pop Ed's site in there. So here we can see a breakdown of how Ed's site is doing on Google. So it's got 30,000 backlinks. It's ranking for over 12,000 keywords. He's getting a lot of traffic to his website every month. So what I'll do next is I'll click on organic keywords. I'll click on this number right here. And here we can see all of the keywords that Ed is ranking for, what position they rank on Google, the overall traffic for that keyword, and the estimated traffic that he's getting for that keyword. So there's about 150 pages of keywords that Ed is ranking for. So he's ranking for, again, 12,000 keywords. He's been writing for years. His content is really, really solid. And even the words, the phrase Ed Latimore, a lot of people search for that per month. So he's built a personal brand over years of writing and speaking and all the other stuff that he does. But when we look at this and we click on one of his articles, let's click on relationship advice for men. We can see that it takes us to his article on relationship advice. So it's a really long article. We see he's got the lead magnet here. So he's probably making more through his email list, just a guess, but it's nice how he has that right up front. But really in-depth content. Again, Ed's a great writer, so that's going to help him rank. But notice how there's no like direct sale from the article to a product on relationship advice for men. That tells me that at least through SEO, people are checking out his content. They like what they read. They click on the shop, and then they find products related to what they were reading about. So Ed writes about, he's got his branding up here, Stoic Street Smarts. So you get a sense that it's about philosophy, it's about self-improvement, it's about personal development, it's about getting your life together and sobriety and relationships. He covers a lot of different topics, and that kind of shows up when we look at the results for what he ranks for. He ranks for everything from how to fix my life, why do haters hate, quitting porn, Wim Hof reviews, all kinds of stuff. So, like I said earlier, Ed is getting a ton of traffic to his website from the SEO work that he's done. And most of the SEO work that he's done is writing, right? He writes articles on these different phrases and then ranks for them because he's writing really in depth, powerful content. So let's actually take a look at some numbers here to see how he generates $300 to $600 a day. Again, this is just my take on it, but he said that he gets $300 to $600 a day. And if we look at Ahrefs, take a look at the organic traffic per month estimated. So this is the estimated organic traffic per month from SEO, from organic, from Google. So in my estimation, this number is usually cut in half. So let's say he generates 14,000 visitors per month to his website. Divide that by 30. So let's say 466 people per day. So I'll pop that into this little spreadsheet I made. 466. Let's take a look at his products. So $50, $11, free, $10, $129, $50, $40, $60, $97, $47, $50. Let's say his average product is about $60. Let's say the conversion rate, so that means what percentage of this traffic actually purchases a product. Let's say that's 2%. So if we look at these numbers per day, that means 9 sales per day. That means $500 a day with these numbers. So 466 people come to his website via SEO, via one of these, one of these tens of thousands of keywords. 2% of them, whatever that is, buy a product that is $60. That means that he generates 9.32 sales, and that in turn is about $559. And we can tweak these numbers, right? Let's say we're off on the traffic. He's getting 1,200 visitors per day, but only 1% of them buy a product worth $40, about $480. Or 300 people a day, 3% of them buy a product worth $97. You can see how the numbers play out. So, in summary, Ed has a lot of traffic, and he gets this traffic from writing on many different phrases related to his overall branding of self-improvement. He generates a lot of traffic because he has a lot of really good content. And then of course, he has products he's actually offering, right? He has things that people can buy, different books, different courses, different products, info products. I just popped in the average price of $50. It's not like completely accurate, but you get the idea. So he's getting this traffic to his website. He has products he's offering people, and of course, finally, he has a way for them to enter their credit card information and buy the product. It looks like he uses Gumroad, which I know a lot of people do. Really, really nice checkout. But yeah, that's my take on how Ed might generate $300 to $600 a day. He has a really, really strong personal website. He has a really, really strong, well-written content. And of course, he has amazing products and amazing books as well. So yeah, I mean, this is really simple, right? There's only 3 numbers here, but it's not easy. It's not like you can set up a website in a day and start making $300 to $600. But even Ed says that it's under optimized, and he's been working on his SEO. But this gives you an idea of how you might think backwards from monetizing your own personal website, monetizing your own personal brand. You need to figure out how to get people to your website. You need to convert those people into buyers, and you need products to actually sell them. And once you do that, then you can leverage SEO to generate revenue for yourself. And it's quite passive, right? You need to be a good writer, or you need to at least, write. You don't need to be a really, really good writer, but it helps because that means more people will link to it and your content will rank higher. And that's basically the SEO game summarized. So if you want to get results like this for your own website, think about these numbers, right? And I do have an article on the best personal websites, and I even asked Ed, what's the purpose of his personal website, how it helps him, and what his number one tip um, he has for people who want to build a personal website. And I also asked the designer of his website all about how they approached creating it. So that's my take. Again, all of this is just my own opinion and my experience working on personal websites and SEO, but these numbers should give you an idea of how exactly Ed does that.